That's going on, ladies and gentlemen. It's Alexander here, back with some more Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Uh, let's figure this out now. Okay. I need to see what time that said that he took it. 103. Died at 117. That's 14 minutes. Away. Stopped at 14. Where's the counter? Okay, nope. Wasn't that one. Honestly, it's looking like either the one who stuck him or the one who shot him. So it's looking at like so far. Let's see. Mission's body, does it say? In the bullet 12 minutes. But then that checks out. Okay, what was the other one? It was the stab wound. What do we got on the stab wound? Chester. Okay. Honestly, or there's someone else to talk to.
Mr. Ashton did look strange-like. Eyes all yellowish. And then he turned pale after he bit into the apple. Almost green, really. Girl who works at the pharmacy? Yeah, she slipped me an extra threepence. She had a special apple just for Mr. Ashton. I gave him that one when he come by.
Okay, she does it after. Anything?
I know the man. He's hated by everyone. Surprisingly, it's not clear what killed him. I find multiple wounds. No need to send many people to jail for killing such a terrible man. What say you only arrest the single person who actually caused his death? He appears to have been stabbed with a perforating weapon, perhaps a spike of some kind. There would be bleeding and it would affect motor control right away, but death wouldn't come for another 6 minutes.
Okay. He was given the apple. Where's his agenda? 110.6, that's up 116. Thing stopped at 117. Honestly, that could have killed him as well. The bullet wound matches up perfectly with the time. But according to the 6-minute thing, because he got it at 110, right?
He's my husband. He's my husband. Each day I bring him the house.
That's 10, that'd be 6 minutes, so he wouldn't have gotten this far. 12, he would have, like, fits perfectly with the shot.
Come on, you silly mare.
I don't know if the crate would have fallen and killed him right off the bat.
Quite right. I asked the apple seller to give him a special apple. Is that a crime? He was a horrid man. That's all I have to say.
Oh, yours doesn't add up. He still had a few more minutes till yours killed him. He had like 1 minute until the doctors killed him. I'm legitimately thinking, the one dude.
Very well. I found out about his dalliance with that girl from the pharmacy. It's not the first. Divorce is all but impossible given his influence with the clergy.
Everyone wanted him dead. Every minute. Okay. Bullet wound indicates 12 minutes. Stopped at 117. That's 12 months stat. That's 105. Which is right when he was at the pub. And 110 to there, and that was 6 minutes, the wound. Like, kind of adds up too, but it's like 1 minute from, so he should have died beforehand. If I'm reading that right, at least, let's see. I don't know why it doesn't write, why the game doesn't write down the thing about the wound.
He appears to have been stabbed with a perforating weapon, perhaps a spike of some kind. There would be bleeding and it would affect motor control right away, but death wouldn't come for another 6 minutes.
See, he would only been like probably here? Oh, I said another 6 minutes. I'm gonna blame the guy that shot him. Because his adds up perfectly for the time of death.
I didn't shoot him where it counts, but he bled out before anything else killed him. I should win something.
But it adds up. Well, the only other possible person that comes anywhere close is his wife.
I'll be the toast of the town.
A very unpleasant fellow. But what was that business about a knighthood ceremony?
Up to the clink with you.
In any case, Mr. Raymond will have a story for Purlock Publishing.
Wealthy business owner John Ashton was murdered not once but 5 times. So hated was he that his business rival, his employee, his wife, his mistress, and his pharmacist all made attempts on his life. Poisoned, shot, stabbed, and finally crushed. Ashton came to a very gruesome end indeed. Alright. So there's all of those done. There's all those done. That's completed. Let's have the 2 over here. I still don't understand why it wasn't the guy who shot him, because that added up perfectly with the time. Well, I guess actually, now that I think about it, he'd have been reading his reports, and then she would have stabbed him, so... Yeah, I guess that actually does add up, now that I think about it. Let's see the assassination wall. I'll be honest, I'm really thinking about buying a puzzle game. Like an actual detective story type game. And playing it after this. I've been really enjoying these missions where you find out who the killers are and whatnot. Like, normally they frustrate me to no end. But I've been finding these really fun. Up, then down. Oh. Alright, my friend. Wait, isn't that Charles? Just for us doing the dreadful crimes.
My dear friend, the Ghost Club has an extraordinary case for you. Spiritualist Thaddeus the Amazing has predicted his own death at his next seance. Could you have a look?
Alright, sure. I have no problem showing that they're fake.
We have a visitor. Approach, please.
What is happening here?
Help!
Not yet. Someone, light the lamps.
Oh. He's actually dead.
Let's see. Spec. His hair and clothing have been slightly scorched from the explosion. A bloody knife is stuck in his torso. Okay. Oh, there's something. Rudimentary timer with charred remains of a fuse attached. The fuse leads to an empty plastic cylinder, a pound container of a non-lethal amount of gunpowder to produce the recent flashing light. Yep, staged. Now, what do we got? A list of Thaddeus' clients and address. There are also 2 columns for each client. Both columns indicate some amount of money per seance. First column appears to refer directly to the client. It doesn't appear to me. The second column refers to Dr. Kilburn. So Kilburn or Wilburn, I don't care. I read Kilburn, but my brain is telling me that was a W afterwards. Well, we gotta get a signature at the next session. I swear I'll expose you. Yep, faked his own death. On paper report. With explains to act as Howard Roberts.
Now that I've seen this, I should ask more questions.
Anything higher upstairs? I get signature exposed. We're missing. Nothing else lighting up with the correct light. So like talking about, there's one. There's the other one, okay. Well, it's probably written weeks ago. I found a tramp who lives in the street near one of the pigeons. The fellow smokes like a chimney, and for the price of 2 cigarettes, he's glad when all their weed. Theatrical supply, flashpot, 8 shillings. Alright. Let's go and talk. First you?
Nothing but a showman, really. Each week he gave a seance with all his clients present together. So many people makes everything much more dramatic. I attend Lady Ursula at these sessions. She's ailing and needs someone to help her along. I have no particular belief in an afterworld, but if it comforts milady, I see no harm.
I sought him out after the death of Mittens. I was so hoping to hear from my loved one. I'm convinced Thaddeus could have communicated Mittens' wishes to me. I must know to whom Mittens wishes that I should leave my fortune. And now Thaddeus is lost to us. I shall never know. Mittens is my beloved kitty cat. She was run over by a milk wagon several weeks ago. I've been trying desperately to contact my sweet thing ever since. I'm not well, though, and likely haven't long to live myself.
This is so frustrating. I had a simple question, but have had to come back for seance after seance, week after week. Each time Thaddeus divined a partial number from the other side, but never the entire correct number. Today he promised that I would get everything. Thaddeus felt that if I signed some papers, it would demonstrate to my dead father that I had absolute trust in Thaddeus.
Stupid.
He was an incredible psychic. I came to clarify some personal financial matters. I don't understand what happened. He foretold his own death, but I didn't expect it to happen like this.
What, faked? It's 100% what it was.
I have no doubt that his powers were genuine. He was able to tell me of my daily comings and goings, and all manner of details that he couldn't possibly have known.
He's a pervert.
He certainly was going to be able to put me in contact with my sister. I'm so sorry to lose Thaddeus. The oddest part is that he claimed all would be revealed to each of us before his death. I've been coming here to decide whether I should accept a marriage proposal. Thaddeus had been attempting to contact my departed sister so that she could give me advice. Thaddeus was a kind man who sincerely wanted me to make the best choice. Now what am I to do?
Yeah, sure he did. Surely didn't want your money. That's all. Come on. Alright. Start at Roberts and we head around. Until we eventually find Thaddeus to accuse him of his own murder. Alright. There's a clue. Dated over a year ago, shares death in King Street, a spiritualist who went by the name of Felix Magnus. Claimed that he would die at his next seance, but the outcome held even more drama, which Magnus eventually discovered plans. Plus his friends and relations were swindling them via Magnus himself. Full burst of smoke and flame ended the seance abruptly. Magnus was declared dead by a certain Dr. Folsom, who was attending as a client. That's kind of telling me something. Excuse me for that burp, by the way. Alright. Those 12 notes, Syndicate Bank, A7, question mark, crossed out. Bank of Kent, 2007, York Bank, crossed out. The note appended to the father's will specifying that the bulk of my fortune is saved here in an account, particulars of which will be communicated by word of mouth to my son.
My brother has become obsessed with some secret bank account. He inherited almost all of my father's fortune, as well he should as the male heir, but some was locked in a secret account. I think it unlikely that it should be a significant amount. I went along to the seances a couple of times. I thought it was a waste of my brother's time. Power of attorney to a psychic? That sounds very unusual indeed.
Alright. Now Asquith's house. Might actually be the doctor. You know? Kind of faking things. Like, fake things when it exposed. Decided, nah. Dude found out, decided, we'll fake it. There was a letter in one of the pockets. Boy, dear lad, if you don't give me the money by the end of the month, you'll be in trouble. This kind of the kind of trouble that hurts. Need I say more? Upstairs. Okay. Mr. Everett Boyd's business plans appear to be sound as long as he has no pressing obligations. I believe that if you don't accept his proposal on the other side, you'll have to cover with me and the success of Mr. Boyd's venture, your daughter, Janice, or
I should go back and ask about this.
Alright, we'll end this here. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.